Welcome back to Same But Different. My name's Derek. I'm here with my brother Brody, and we're going to be reviewing It's a Wonderful Knife. This is our Christmas finale. Today, you're seeing this on Christmas, so happy holidays, Merry Christmas. If you celebrate anything else, Merry Happy that as well. This is a great time of year, don't you think, bro?
I was going to say the best time of year, but it ain't no Halloween.
Oh my God!
I don't want to give away this review in any regard, but it kind of sucks we're ending on this for Christmas. But anyway, let's get into it. Brody, what did you think about the movie?
He gave it away. And it also kind of implies that this is going to be a little bit of a same but different episode, I think. I think I made a mistake with this one because I looked at the reviews for this movie before I watched it, and I shouldn't have. I went into this movie expecting absolute trash because that's what all the reviews said, and it wasn't. I can't look. The movie wasn't good. I didn't hate it. I'd argue I kind of liked it.
What? Okay, let's hear
A little bit
this.
of kinda. Relax. Okay, my main thing is, what did people expect? What did people expect?
I'll tell you exactly what I expected, and I'm hoping this goes for everybody else, because Thanksgiving just came out, and it was fantastic. I think people expected something along the lines of that.
I haven't seen Thanksgiving, and I can't really talk too much about it, but this was, from the get-go, and how the movie is made, just cheesy. What a lot of people didn't like about this movie is one of the things that worked the best for me, and it was the performances. They were, over-the-top, cartoony caricature almost a lot of the time. It felt really jarring in this genre, how these characters were communicating a lot of the time. I feel like it worked. I enjoyed how kooky they were.
Shaking my head. I am baffled right now.
It's just, you just have to watch it through different lens, I think.
If this movie was more self-aware, and maybe the filmmakers and everybody behind this thought they were making a self-aware movie, but in no way did it come across in the film whatsoever that this movie was self-aware of what they were doing. I think the vibe of the movie wasn't silly or kooky at all. It was everything, all the elements in it played into the fact that it could have been like a self-aware satire spoof of a kind of movie, but the movie as a whole wasn't.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I just adopted it as that kind of movie once I realized that was part of it, I guess. I don't know. But that being said, I think the movie got worse as it went along. So that kind of juxtaposes what I just said. Because it started strong, and then by the end, it just didn't have a very strong ending. It was really nice to see a movie like this actually rated R. It's so easy to fall into that Happy Death Day problem of this sort of, they very easily could have cut away and not been saying fuck all the time and cut away from the murders, I mean. And the soundtrack, you got to give credit to the soundtrack. For a Christmas movie, to use Christmas songs I don't hear very often, or really cool cover versions of songs, that was fun. Okay, all right. I don't think there's any swaying Derek here. And Justin Long, man. It was so fucking weird in this movie. I just wanted him to die so badly. So badly.
Yeah.
Here are my two main issues. Neither of them are that big in the grand scheme of things, but they're big to me. There was no rhyme or reason to anything supernatural toward the end of this movie. It didn't allude to anything of the sort, and it had absolutely no business being in the climax. If all those people in the town weren't possessed or supernaturally green eyes or whatever, it wouldn't have changed the ending at all. There was no reason to add it in. None. My bigger gripe, I'd argue objectively, is a smaller gripe, but it irked me for some reason. When they didn't go the route of her wanting to commit suicide. You know, that's how the It's a Wonderful Life went. They didn't go that route with her. She was just there standing, wishing. And I'm like, okay, this is a new movie. It's inclusive. It's sensitive toward all sorts of people. I get why they didn't go that route. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. And then later in the movie, they just said someone else wanted to kill themselves instead. And I'm like, okay, they just changed the core concept of their source inspiration.
They tried to excuse it as a twist. They're like, I'm not your Clarence, you're my Clarence, or something like that. They just tried to squeeze in a twist, and it didn't work.
No, it didn't work. It's the one thing they should have kept, and wishing on the Borealis, it just felt lazy cheesy.
Can I also just say she never once wished?
No, she didn't. No, she did not. Nope.
Garbage.
It would be better if I never existed. This movie wasn't good. I know that, but I enjoyed my time with it. I thought it was fun, and I gave it 6 stab wounds out of 10.
Oh my God. You gave this the same rating as Your Christmas or Mine.
This was more enjoyable than Your Christmas or Mine. I just had fun. It was just fun.
No, this movie wasn't fun. This movie was utter dumpster fire garbage. Oh, it is not a wonderful life while watching this movie, let me tell you. No, I have some good. Justin Long, fantastic. I love Justin Long. He's my Scream King. I love when he pops up in any horror movie, or any movie really. And he played this kooky, weird, cartoony, evil man. I loved it. There were a couple cool scenes involving the altercations between somebody and the killer. It wasn't just the killer sneaking up on someone and killing them out of nowhere. Like, they noticed he was there, fought back a little bit, ran around. I enjoy that. That's very Scream-esque, and that was cool. Especially when we got that shot from inside the house while the guy was dying outside the house through the window.
Yeah, and that was that cool metal version of Carol of the Bells. It was, or like, not metal, it was like metal techno. It was wicked.
However, I have to disagree with you on one point that I never liked any of the death scenes. The death scenes were dumb. They were a little bloody, but they were never, it could have been a 14A movie. Well, the swearing and stuff maybe put it over, but it wasn't violent as much as I'd like it to be.
And I agree with you there. I'm just saying they pushed the envelope a little further than I thought they were going to.
And then the third thing, it's not necessarily a good thing, but I just want to bring to this attention. This movie, I want to recognize, had so much potential. This missed the mark everywhere, and it could have been a holiday slasher film like Thanksgiving, but it wasn't. Ugh, I wanted it to be good. Save for Justin Long's acting, the acting was utter garbage.
No, it wasn't. It was so fun.
No, it was trash. Everybody was trash. Groan-inducing acting and line delivery. And to be fair, they didn't really have much to work with because the dialogue and the script so bad. It looked like they were reading off damp paper that smudged all the ink and they didn't know what was written. Holy hell, it was so bad.
Oh, biscuits.
The dialogue was full of exposition. My son died a year ago was said like 17 times at one point. There were so many moments where they exchanged names with each other over and over and over again as if we don't know their names. They were sitting in a circle at one point at the beginning and they were just like, hey, I don't know the names. I don't remember the names. Haley, Tommy, Charlotte, Haley, Tommy, Charlotte. Like, it was like rotation. It was crazy.
It's so funny that you're like, they keep saying it as if we didn't know the names. And then you're like, I don't know the names.
At the end of every sentence, they would just say the person they were talking to, their name. And that's not how people talk. It felt so weird.
Yes, it is, Derek.
No, it's not. The plot is cool in concept, taking a classic beloved Christmas tale and turning it into some sort of alternate reality slasher fest. Terribly executed. It's almost as if nothing mattered. What she did in this world didn't matter. It didn't affect her previous world. Her drive to get back to her normal life, she still gets back to the shitty people that don't really like her, and her friend's still dead. So, like, what's fixed?
Her brother's alive. The parents bought her a camera. Bernie
her brother
remembers her.
Never died. Her brother never died in her original world. Nothing changed. So why make this movie if nothing changes? Nothing changed. It's so dumb. So dumb. I also didn't like how they just shoehorned a love story in at the end.
Yeah.
The supernatural stuff, mind control stuff at the end. Why? And then she gets back and somehow Weirdo remembers what they went through? What? How is that real? How is this a real movie? This was so stupid. Felt like a Scooby-Doo episode. And that's putting too much shit on Scooby-Doo because Scooby-Doo is fantastic. It just felt so dumb.
No! It's just dumb.
3 out of 10 stab wounds. It doesn't even deserve that, I think. But yeah, Merry Christmas. Fuck this movie. Tell us what you thought about the movie. If you've seen the movie, let us know in the comments below. If you've seen It's a Wonderful Knife, and let us know what you're doing for the holidays. Why not? Let's get a conversation started. We're going to be back next week with a newer movie to kick off the new year, but we're not going to tell you what movie that is yet because honestly, we haven't really figured out which movie it's going to be, but it's going to be brand spanking new.
Maybe not by January 2nd or whatever, but as we asked for last time and now we're demanding over Christmas, we want your likes and your comments and your subscriptions. We need these, so do it.
We've been good boys this year.
We've been so good.
Happy holidays. I hope you got everything you ever wanted and you never watched this movie. I love
Bye.
you guys.
I love you.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb, it's brilliant.